Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram. We are working with equal groups with a problem related to TEKS 5.3g, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a spool of ribbon. It contains 84.6 feet. We're going to need that number for something. And look, the store is cutting the ribbon into 20 equal pieces. All right, so I'm going to stop right there. When we see equal pieces, that is going to be our clue that we are dealing with. Well, you see the word equal in there, equal groups. So when we have an equal groups problem, it means we're either going to multiply or we're going to divide. Depends on what they give you. So there's three parts of an equal groups problem: the total, the number in each group, and then the number of groups. If they give you the total, then we're going to divide. If they do not give you the total and they want you to look for the total, they give you these two, then that means we're going to multiply. So we've got the 84.6 or 84 and 6/10 feet of ribbon. They're going to cut it into 20 equal groups. So how long is each piece? Well, this is going to be our total. So if this is our total, that does mean that we are going to be dividing, because we're going to take our total. And so if we wanted to draw a strip diagram, I could draw it like this. I can say 84.6 is going to be my total. And then we're going to cut it into 20 equal pieces. All right, so each of these pieces, those are going to be the groups. How many groups do we have? Well, we've got 20 pieces, and each piece is a group, so 20 groups. And how long is each piece? Each piece, so that lets us know we're looking for the number in each group. In this case, it's the length, the number in each group. All right, so if we wanted to represent this with a strip diagram, you've got two different options. All right, one would be to actually try to draw the 20 different groups. And you can. I would suggest doing this. I would suggest cutting in half. Okay, so that's going to get you, we would need 10 and 10. And then cut each half in half. So that's going to be 5, 5, 5, and 5. And then just try to make 5 equal groups if you really wanted to do it. But probably with a number this large, you don't really need to get, because those groups aren't 100% even. You could also just do this. You can just do your 84.6 if you wanted to represent it. And since you got so many groups, you could just do group, 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 and then you can go like this. You can say 20 times. So just to know that you're doing that 20 different times, 20 groups. Either way kind of works. So let's divide. We're going to divide 20 into 84 and 6/10. Now, if we have a decimal in the divisor, we're going to need to multiply the divisor and the dividend by 10 or 100 or whatever it takes to get that out of the divisor. But it's in the dividend, so we're fine. We're just going to put it up in the quotient bar, right? Wherever that decimal is, move it straight up, and then you just pretend the decimal doesn't exist. Pretend it's 20 divided into 846. That's how you treat it. So 20 doesn't go into 8, but 20 does go into 84. Well, 20 times 4 is going to be 80. And so then we have a 4. We're going to bring down a 6. Now, 20 goes into 46 twice, but we're not done. We're going to get 40 here. Instead of a remainder 6, that really was a fourth grade thing. In fifth grade and above, we just add zeros after the decimal. If it's a whole number, add a decimal, then add zeros. And you keep going until you can stop. And that's going to be right here. 4 and 23/100 is going to be enough for us. And so you can see that there were three different options that had the 4 and the 2 and the 3. If you wanted to estimate 20 into 84 is kind of like 80, we could have seen that 4 would have been closest to our answer here, which is A.